Hey everyone, this is Hugh StarCraft bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary. This matchup we have Mouse, Strelok, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, versus Select. So I do know who Select is. Unfortunately, I do not know who Strelok is, but I know his clan. People like Maro are from his clan. So I am looking forward to this match. Before I get too carried away into this match, I'll let NS say a couple words.
Hey guys, it's NS. Just to throw out another Mao's name, I believe Hasty is also from that clan, another very good player. And this is a Terran versus Terran matchup. It is on Lost Temple the map, I believe. And this is actually the finals from something. I'm not sure exactly what tournament, but it is the finals. It's a best of 5, so we are going to be casting all 5 games over the course of the next few days. So make sure to keep watching to see how this turns out. And Terran versus Terran matchups they're very interesting to watch. Hugh and I were talking earlier about how we'd like to see a game with a nuke, so hopefully we'll get to see one of those before this series ends.
Yeah, so pretty identical builds going on at the same time. Both players opting to stay away from the wall-in as, again, their builds are exactly the same at the moment. Really not too much to talk about. I'm trying to remember the games I've seen of Select. I know... geez, I have no idea. So, but it does look like his scout, or never mind, his SCV is not scouting. So this one is going to go scout, and he has no preoccupied plan. So I'm trying to figure out where these SCVs are going. This one, he's going to go to the wrong base first for Strelok, and this one also. They did spawn on opposite locations, so they will be scouting each other second, most likely, unless they go for a odd scouting routine. So
The builds are staying the same, and you can tell how much these players must have the timing down their heads because those refineries were literally at the exact same moment, to less than a second, finishing at the same time. The only difference I saw is that one person got a Marine first rather than Orbital Command, and really did vice versa, but even that's like a half-second difference. So they're both going the exact same opener here. I feel like I'm watching two computers play right now. It's a little weird.
yeah, exactly as you said, exact same builds going down. That supply depot was a little bit later for Strelok, but again, then he just makes up for it in getting a factory. So this SCV is not actually going to get any scouting in, I don't believe. If we look at, no, he did not even get to see anything inside the base, as Select is just going to leave his SCV at the tower, as he was also rejected. So both players, exact same build, 2 Marines for both, and this SCV is going to survive, and hopefully that Marine runs home, because he will not be very effective against 2 Marines. So this SCV is going to run as well, so both players do manage to save their SCVs, which is always nice. Doesn't hurt, I guess. So more Marines on the way for Select, and same for Strelok here, but he does have the factory. He is putting a tech lab on it, so whether we see siege tanks or maybe like an armory and some Thors, that'd be cool. He is gonna get the starport, so we probably are gonna
Both
actually
of them get
see...
Starport, actually.
Yeah, so it does, as you said, seem like we are watching computers play. He's gonna get this siege tank out, and then maybe he will do a reactor, or tech lab switch, rather, with this starport. Maybe we'll see some Banshees.
We do have some diversity going on now. Finally, Strelok is getting a siege tank. Meanwhile, Select has opted to go for a Hellion instead. So finally seeing these builds diverge a little bit. Getting to see some difference between the two players, and so we'll see which of these builds comes out ahead.
Yeah, but really, in the end, it does seem out it's going to be the same thing, because the tech lab is going down for the factory. Whether, I don't know. So, maybe we'll see some more siege tanks out of him as well.
We do have a Viking on the way for Strelok, and I don't believe anything's being produced out of the starport yet. It actually did just switch with the... It switched with the factory to get the tech lab lifted back up and then landed again, which is a little strange. So now we do have Select getting Banshees as well as research and cloaking. A scan did go down there from Strelok, was going to see that, but he won't know exactly what's coming out of there, although if he does see the starport with the tech lab, he might be able to assume some matches are going to be on the way.
Oh, he is actually opting to get a Raven, so
Yep.
going to be tricking up his opponent. Maybe that was switched because of being scouted, but we do see Select going for 2 Ravens and Banshees rather, and Cloak. So a little bit of alteration there, which is always nice to see. Ravens, okay. I have a little thing with Ravens. I think they are awesome, first of all, so let me just get that out of the way. But then secondly, Ravens, I think when you mass them up, they are so OP'd. So please tell me what you think about that, because I saw some matches. I saw 2 matches so far with mass Ravens, and don't even get me
we did
started.
actually cast I believe it was, I forget who it was, but it was a Terran versus Zerg in which the Terran players got mass Ravens and threw down a ton of turrets to do a contain, so maybe you guys saw that video on our channel. We do have both players going to get their natural expansion around the same time. The only difference, actually it's a little bit earlier for Strelok, however he did decide to get it on the high ground and then is going to fly it down, meanwhile Select is getting it exactly where it needs to go on the low
So this
ground.
Raven is going to be the perfect counter for this Banshee. Almost no harassment is going to be able to go down. He did kill the SCV working on the command center and really has no one coming to... Oh geez, got to be careful with this Banshee. Does not want to lose it. Hopefully it gets away, so we'll see about that. But did slow down this command center by a lot.
I'm actually not sure Strelok has noticed that SCV died because he still hasn't put an SCV back on there. And now the second Banshee has flown in, and the Raven is out of position, so it's not able to defend that, and the Banshee does get a few free kills. And finally putting an SCV back on that command center, so they are actually going to finish on about the same side, but because, or same time rather, but because Strelok has to fly down, Select's expansion is going to go up just a little bit before.
A big push coming out here. He's got to run these units back, and he does want to save them. These units are going to be much more effective, especially with the siege tanks. So good decision there to run away, as he does not even have siege tech. So he's got to be careful not to lose this siege tank, because that would be a big loss. Trying to get a contain with that Raven, trying to put down that turret, but unfortunately the Marines got in the way and was not able to put it down. So, though, that siege tank is going to be able to go down on the high ground and kill a couple of Marines. That was awesome.
And one thing I do want to mention that you see a lot Terran players do on this map is that this high ground over the natural expansion is a terrific place to just put a siege tank, and you can do so much damage using that high ground to its fullest. So I'm actually not sure in the Terran versus Terran if we're going to be more likely or less likely to see that. It's kind of hard to call.
Yeah, so Simpact's going down for Select, and I don't know if... Okay, Strelok does not have it yet, so this Hellion is going to be denied, unfortunately for him. And I don't know what happened to that Banshee. I saw a Banshee, but then maybe it got killed because it is no longer with us. Scan going down on the siege tank is going to see where they are. Maybe he's going to try and fly in like a Raven or something. That if I guess maybe throwing down a turret near those would not hurt. Maybe not. Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Huh. Yeah, we do have the concussor shells being researched for Select at the moment, so he's going for more of a upgrade build, whereas Strelok is opting to get the higher tech units. He has the siege tanks, he has the Vikings, the medevac, the Raven. Select's army at this point pretty much just consists of siege tanks and then Marine Marauders. And getting a Viking right as I say that, players just love to make me sound stupid. So a few more Marauders running down. Those concussor cells have finished, I believe. Yep. And Stimpack still on the way. I didn't realize that took so long to research.
Yeah, Stimpack takes a long time. At this point, it's just kind of like a war of attrition, as both players are staying out of this no-man's zone. Look how close this tank is to the other tank's range. Good play by Strelok there, as he knows exactly, just by playing a lot, I guess, exactly the range of tanks. So, kind of interesting there.
We do have Select getting an engineering base somewhere. I can't quite locate that. Oh, it's going down as natural, that's why I couldn't find it. So he's going to be getting some upgrades. And we do have a little bit of an engagement going on here with these Vikings. There is a point defense drone down, but they did fly out of the range